स्टुडंट, कालच्या टॉपिकमध्ये आपण रेस्पिरेशनचं मेकॅनिझम सुरू केलं. याच्यामध्ये एक्सटर्नल रेस्पिरेशन आपण पाहतो, एक्सचेंज ऑफ गॅसेस. टुडे वी डील्स विथ द इंटरनल रेस्पिरेशन. इंटरनल रेस्पिरेशन the respiration include transport of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, the respiratory gases transported from lungs to tissue and from tissue to lungs. The transport of gases takes place from lungs to tissue. Oxygen is transported from lungs to tissue, and from tissue to lungs, transport of carbon dioxide takes place. Such transport occurs with the help of dissolve in the plasma form, dissolve in plasma. It is only 3%. Oxygen transported only 3%. While in combination with hemoglobin, that is RBC, hemoglobin as a respiratory pigment present in RBC, maximum transport of the oxygen takes place about 97%. Carbon dioxide also transported from tissue to lungs in dissolved form. In dissolved form in plasma, it is about only 7%. The large amount of carbon dioxide is transported in the form of bicarbonates. Bicarbonates nearly about 75 to 80%. And some amount of carbon dioxide combining with hemoglobin. To form carbaminohemoglobin. It is about 20 to 23%. So this mechanism, this process is called internal respiration, the transport of the gases. We first deal with the transport of oxygen. The oxygen is present in alveoli. Its partial pressure is more in the alveoli and it diffuses into the blood. You get diffused into blood. After diffusion into the blood, it combines with hemoglobin. Hemoglobin, the respiratory pigment. From alveoli, oxygen gets diffused into the blood, and in blood it combines with hemoglobin. One hemoglobin molecule has 4 ions. So it is combining with the 4 oxygen molecules. Hemoglobin combined with 4 oxygen molecules to form oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin. So its saturation takes place. Oxyhemoglobin saturation occurs in the blood of pulmonary capillaries. Pulmonary capillaries blood. This oxyhemoglobin is then transported from blood with the help of blood to the tissue level. At tissue level, the dissociation of oxyhemoglobin occurs. Oxyhemoglobin get dissociated into hemoglobin and oxygen. The hemoglobin get free and oxygen get diffused into the tissue. This is called dissociation. So from lung, the structural functional unit of lung, alveoli, the oxygen is transported with the help of blood in the form of oxyhemoglobin that get dissociated at tissue level, supplies oxygen to the tissue. This formation of the oxyhemoglobin and its dissociation, oxyhemoglobin the formation and its dissociation, it depends on the partial pressure or oxygen tension. Partial pressure of oxygen किंवा oxygen tension यावर ते अवलंबून असतं. Formation of the oxyhemoglobin and its dissociation at the tissue and the lungs. It depends on the partial pressure of oxygen. There is oxygen saturation and its dissociation depends on partial pressure of oxygen, ज्यालाच ऑक्सिजन टेंशन म्हणतो. Because there is no 100% saturation of the oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin चा 100% saturation नसतं. The saturation of oxyhemoglobin is about 95 to 97%. Secondly, at the high carbon dioxide concentration, the oxygen saturation degenerate. Oxygen saturation, that is oxyhemoglobin, degenerate. Third, at low partial pressure of oxygen, the oxygen saturation is less. Oxygen saturation is less. Means oxygen dissociation is more. For example, at the 30 partial pressure of oxygen, the oxygen saturation hemoglobin is 50%. Hb O2 means what? The oxyhemoglobin is 50% at low partial pressure of oxygen. Similarly, high level of carbon dioxide responsible for dissociation of the oxyhemoglobin. There is not 100% saturation of the oxyhemoglobin occur. It is about 95 to 97%. It is not completed. This oxygen saturation and the partial pressure of oxygen relation, the relation between these two, it totally depend on each other, and it can be denoted by the oxygen dissociation curve. हे ऑक्सिजन डिसोसिएशन कर्व ने डिनोट केला जातो काय रिलेशन बिटवीन ऑक्सिजन सॅच्युरेशन and the partial pressure. Oxygen dissociation curve. When we plot a graph on x-axis, the oxygen partial pressure of oxygen 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and on y-axis the percentage of the oxyhemoglobin. HbO2 20, 40, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We get a curve when the partial pressure of oxygen is low, or low oxygen saturation. As the partial pressure increases, more saturation will occur. More saturation takes place. For example, at the alveoli level, the partial pressure of oxygen is 104 millimeter of mercury. So the saturation is found to be 95 to 97%. 95 to 97%. At the higher partial pressure. At the low partial pressure at tissue level च्या तिथे जर पाहिलं आपण तर partial pressure of oxygen is 40 millimeter of mercury. 40 आहे इथं. So the partial pressure of oxygen, lower partial pressure of oxygen result in saturation of oxygen in the form of oxyhemoglobin. It is about 65 to 70%. So low saturation at tissue level. Hence dissociation occurs. म्हणून तिथे काय होतं डिसोसिएशन होते आणि सेल टिश्यूला ऑक्सिजन सप्लाय होतो. So as lower the partial pressure of oxygen, dissociation takes place, increase result in more saturation of oxyhemoglobin. This oxyhemoglobin saturation also depend on some factors. The factors like increased proton concentration, decrease the saturation of oxyhemoglobin, resulting means what? Responsible for dissociation of oxyhemoglobin into hemoglobin and oxygen. At the tissue level, the carbon dioxide combined with water to form carbonic acid. Carbonic acid dissociate into proton and bicarbonate ion. So proton concentration increase. Tissue level च्या proton concentration वाढते. That responsible for dissociation of oxygen at the tissue level. This effect is called as Haldane effect. या इफेक्टला हल्दाने इफेक्ट म्हणतात. Second factor, increase in carbon dioxide content. Increase in carbon dioxide content. It is also at the tissue level. Due to respiration, cellular respiration, more amount of carbon dioxide is formed, resulting more dissociation of oxygen. Oxyhemoglobin dissociation. इथे सुद्धा टिश्यू लेवलला कार्बन डायऑक्साइडचं प्रमाण वाढलेलं असता कारण the curve sigmoid curve is shifted toward right side at the low carbon dioxide, sorry, 1 minute, at the high increase here at the high carbon dioxide concentration. Usually that low CO2. So graph is shifted toward right side. जे आपण इथे अगोदर म्हटलं होतं की 40 आहे तर ऑक्सिजन सॅच्युरेशन इथे 65 to 70. आता या ग्राफच्या बाबतीत हाय कार्बन डायऑक्साइड कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन आहे at the 40, the oxygen saturation is 40 to 45. जास्त कार्बन डायऑक्साइड मुळे ग्राफ काय होतो राइट साइडला शिफ्ट होतो. दिस इज कॉल्ड बोर इफेक्ट. This is called Bohr effect. Decrease in saturation of the oxyhemoglobin due to increase in carbon dioxide concentration is called Bohr effect. The third factor, rise in temperature. Temperature rises, it also shifts the graph toward right side. Right side ला शिफ्ट करतो ते म्हणजे परत dissociation of the oxyhemoglobin. And the last one, the acid level or pH. At low pH, the graph is shifted toward right side. At high pH, it is normal. Low pH means acidic. When the pH is acidic, the graph is shifted toward right side. Dissociation of oxyhemoglobin. High pH means when the pH is high, alkaline, more saturation of the oxyhemoglobin is there. Oxyhemoglobin चं saturation त्या ठिकाणी जास्त असते. So this is a relation between oxyhemoglobin saturation and the second partial pressure of oxygen. So hemoglobin is responsible for transport of oxygen. In case of carbon monoxide poisoning, CO, carbon monoxide, it is the end product. It is the product formed by incomplete combustion of the fossil fuel. Incomplete combustion of the fossil fuel. Such carbon monoxide has more affinity with hemoglobin. हिमोग्लोबिन सोबत खूप जास्त अफिनिटी असते याची. About 250 times more affinity than oxygen. ऑक्सिजन पेक्षा. त्यामुळे it readily immediately combine with hemoglobin and form the permanent combination. Form permanent combination with hemoglobin. So the oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin get decreased. Oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin get decreased. This is called carbon monoxide poisoning. याला कार्बन मोनॉक्साइड पॉइजनिंग म्हणतात. It is harmful, dangerous. The death of the person may occur if more carbon monoxide accumulate inside the body. शरीरामध्ये भरपूर प्रमाणात कार्बन मोनॉक्साइड जर जमा झाला तर death of the person may take place. The second part of the internal respiration, transport of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide which is formed at the tissue level during cellular respiration. Cellular respiration च्या वेळेस the end product is formed carbon dioxide. It is transported with the help of in dissolved form in plasma. Dissolved in plasma. The plasma contain water. Water combined with carbon dioxide to form carbonic acid, H2CO3, and it is transported in this dissolved form. Only 7% of the carbon dioxide is transported in this form. या फॉर्म मध्ये फक्त 7%. In the form of bicarbonate, in the form of bicarbonates, the bicarbonates are formed by joint reaction of the carbonic acid. This carbonic acid taken inside the RBC in red blood cell, the carbon dioxide combined with water to form carbonic acid with the help of enzyme carbonic anhydrase. The enzyme present in red blood cell, carbonic anhydrase. It dissociates the carbonic acid into proton and bicarbonate ion. Proton and bicarbonate ion, the enzyme dissociate the carbonic acid into this two. This bicarbonate ion transported outside the RBC in blood plasma. Because of the movement of bicarbonate outside the RBC, the ionic imbalance takes place. The charge, negative charge, या ठिकाणी कमी होते. To balance this negative charge, the chloride ion move inside the RBC. Chloride ions move inside the RBC. This is called chloride shift. This is called chloride shift. तो यालाच Hampel effect म्हणतात. The bicarbonate here release outside the RBC combined with sodium. To form sodium bicarbonate combined with potassium to form potassium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate, potassium bicarbonate, NaHCO3 and KHCO3. So in this form, the bicarbonates are transported at the tissue level. टिश्यू पासून लंग्स कडे ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन केलं जाणार. एक डिझॉल्व्ड फॉर्म मध्ये, दुसरं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ बायकार्बोनेट, थर्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कार्बॅमिनो हिमोग्लोबिन. That is by red blood cell or by the hemoglobin. The carbon dioxide enter inside hemoglobin. Carbon dioxide enter inside hemoglobin, inside RBC, combined with hemoglobin to form carbaminohemoglobin, HbCO2. Carbaminohemoglobin. So from tissue to lungs, in this part, the transportation of this carbon dioxide takes place. 7% by in dissolved form, in plasma, 70 to 75% bicarbonates and 20 to 23% carbaminohemoglobin. After transportation of these substances, they get dissociated at the lungs, at the alveolar level. Alveolar level च्या तिथे यांचं dissociation होते. This dissociation and result in release of carbon dioxide at the alveolar level. To release of that carbon dioxide into alveoli, which is then thrown outside the body.